How you guys doing? Dr. Nana here. On today's episode, I want to talk about two words: fear and respect. Fear and respect. Okay? Why fear and respect can sometimes intersect? We have to know that these two words, right, they are fundamentally different. All right? Fear typically arises from a sense of threat or intimidation. And why respect arises from admiration and recognition of that worth. All right? So respect is generally considered more sustainable and conducive to positive interaction than fear. So why it's important for us to talk about it today is that as individuals, right, the only way we should use fear, in my view, is when it comes to the matter of God. I use fear only because the scripture says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So that is big. And that's the only way we should use fear when it comes to fear. So on today's episode, I just want to talk about those two words when it comes to marriage. Marriage should thrive on the foundation. Marriage thrives on the foundation of mutual respect and the absence of fear. Marriage should be considering everything all around it. Fear should not be in a home of a real marriage between partners. There should not be fear at all. Marriage should foster that respect, an environment of trust, openness, and emotional safety for each of the partner. I know when it comes to marriage, people always think that is in the man's hand to make it respect or fear. No, it's in the woman's hand as well. As a woman, you ought not to fear your husband. You ought to respect that man. And for that man, you ought to respect your wife. When you respect your wife, the fear is the absence of respect. We have to know that fear is the absence of respect. We ought to respect one another. A wife should respect the husband, and the husband should respect the wife. So the absence of fear in a marriage creates an atmosphere where both partners can express themselves freely. Can you imagine a home where there are no jokes between the husband and wife? I cannot imagine that kind of home because I make jokes every second. So is my husband. And that's how we should live in a marriage. When you are in a marriage where you need to fear your partner, you're not in a marriage, you're in a manage. And when you are in a manage, you are not only living in fear, you are shortening your days. So on today's episode, I just want to encourage those women and men in marriage to respect one another. Fear should not be part of your marital life. It should be mutual respect, where love and affection can deepen. And when a home where there's love and affection, trust me, prosperity thrives. You don't need no pastor or imam to recite anything for you. What you need is that fear of God. Because the fear of God is the beginning of what wisdom. If you are a man who fear God, you know that you have to respect your wife. There's no doubt about that. And if you are a woman who fear God, you know that you have to respect your wife. You have to respect your husband. There's no doubt about that. And in between that, and you find a man of whatever, you don't need to fear that man. If God brings that man into your home, that should be someone you can also respect. So on today's episode, I just want to bring this environment that allows genuine connection, where love and affection can deepen and prosperity will thrive in your home, where you can support and accept your flaws, because we are not perfect. There's no marriage that is perfect. So we should not be looking for perfection. So on today's episode, I want the men and the women to have their home that they can call theirs, where there's sanctuary of love, understanding, and unwavering companionship in that home. So today, stay in marriage and not manage. Don't be in manage. Be in marriage. And when you are in marriage, you can then manage your resources, and everything will flow as it should. I want to thank you all for listening. I hope one or two persons will take this to love their partner and to cherish their partner and to respect their partner and not to fear their partner. Thank you again for listening. Take care now.